When I chose the film 1998 American Godzilla and the 1954 Japanese original, my intent was personal. I was raised in Japan, I know Godzilla as a symbol, we even gave him a passport if I remember correctly. But I wanted to analyze how America interpreted our beloved monster. Now that I've seen both, my judgment has only been solidified. The American version was a lot of fun, but the Godzilla was on another level for me. The Godzilla is a movie, but at the same time, it's real life. Therefore, in this presentation, I'll compare and contrast them, first through the story, and second through a pivotal moment in each film. To compare the two films, there are five categories. To me, this is where the real life versus just a movie comes to play. First is setting and conflict. In 1954 Godzilla, it is set in post-war Japan. The conflict is not as simple as monster attacking, wah, but it's a nation forced to deal with the hideous aftermath of nuclear testing and nuclear detonation. The fear in this film is not fictionalized, it's grounded in real-life national trauma. 1998 Godzilla, it's set in 90s New York. The conflict is a large disruptive animal, literally. It's a mutant iguana. It's an international event, begins from French Polynesia, escalating into a big city problem. It's exciting, but stretches believability as a hypothetical what-if situation. This is not something that came from experience. Two, climax and character. 1954, Gojira. The climax is a bittersweet moral decision with sacrifice. Dr. Serizawa, the scientist, ensures that his new weapon to kill Godzilla will die with him to protect humanity from its vengeful consequences. Godzilla's death is triumphant, yet still disappointing, rendered with heavy humanizing qualities. 1998, the climax is an action sequence on the Brooklyn Bridge. Godzilla gets blown up by the military. It's a victory through brute force and cunning intelligence with triumph over the monster on all sides. It's exhilarating. But there are no devastatingly emotional, humanistic casualties, which is what brings Godzilla to life as more than just a cinematic feature. 3. Symbolism and theme. In 1954 Godzilla, I think this is the core difference. Godzilla is the atomic bomb. The film is a direct metaphor for the horrors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and it is to tell. The theme is a grave warning. This isn't some deeper meaning. It's the meaning of this movie, which is why it feels authentic to me. 1998 Godzilla, the monster is an animal, like I said, a mutant iguana, and the theme are man versus nature and irresponsible science. It's a standard blockbuster theme. The change turns Godzilla from a profound symbol of national grief into a creature for a summer spectacle. Also, not being rude, but to me, this movie gave me a strong sense of America vibes with all the military involvement, which made it harder to connect. Of course, I'm not saying it's bad, but, you know, to each their own. I think these differences in purpose is perfectly captured in how each film first shows us the monster. So now I'm going to compare the first major reveal on Oda Island on the 1954 Godzilla and in New York in the 1998 film. This is immersive realism versus cinematic thrill. In the 1954 version, it's night, foggy, on a rural hillside. It feels like a nightmare or a dark folktale. The environment is natural and oppressive. You know how to feel, scared at what is to come. In 1998, it's rainy but lit up city street. It feels like a chaotic news report. The change shifts the tone from timeless horror to a modern disaster movie, which is exciting but less primal. 2. Sound and immersion. 1954, silence. Then the iconic roar. The sound is stark, iconic, and terrifying. It doesn't feel like a soundtrack. It feels like a traumatic event. 1998, it's a orchestra of music, screams, radio chatter, and car alarms. It's crafted for adrenaline, which is really fun, but it places you as an observer of chaos, not someone in a tragedy. 3. Camera perspective. In the 1954 Godzilla, we are on the ground with the villagers. We look up at Godzilla. This makes him an overwhelming, godlike force. We share the human fear with the people that are actually looking at Godzilla. In 1998, We often look down from helicopters or get fast cuts, where we are spectators watching a spectacle unfold below us. We aren't part of the show, we're just here to watch. The 1954 reveal makes you feel awe and terror. The 1998 reveal makes you feel excitement and chaos. One made me feel a historic weight, the other is designed to make you watch an incredible show. So, why does the 1954 Godzilla resonate with me more? It's not just about which film is better. I thought that both films were really nice and good. However, the most important aspect when watching a movie for me is the immersion, how much I can relate. And with these two, only one was focused on it. Godzilla isn't pretending. It was made by a people processing real, recent trauma. As a Japanese person, I recognize that gravity, the weight in the silences, the nature of the fear. It feels immersive because it's rooted in a reality which all of us get taught in school from a young age. The 1998 Godzilla is entertaining, well-made cinema, but it is ultimately just cinema. The original Godzilla is more than that. It's a cultural masterpiece, a warning, and a piece of history. And that history is what makes it feel powerful and a household name in Japan. Thank you for listening.